Yo, so check this out. This is story time with TuReal King. We're going to get right to it. So I want to share with y'all the time that I damn near almost got lynched, right? So I'm going out with friends. One of my boys had just turned 21. And this is in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so I tell my friend, like, hey, yo, check it. We're going to go to the club. You old enough to get a little something to drink or nothing, you know what I'm talking about? So we're going to turn up. We're going to have fun, right? We going down the strip. We driving. And then all of a sudden, whoop, whoop, cop pull us over. It's dark as hell. So I don't stop. I keep driving. And he's going, whoop, whoop. He in the megaphone. Hey, y'all need to pull over. Y'all need to pull over. So I'm like, hey, y'all, don't need a trip. I'm going to go over here where all these people at. So we pull across the street from the club. So he pull up. He get right behind us. And I'm like, I ain't even tripping. Got my Bible on the dash. You know what I'm saying? We going to turn up, but I'm a believer. I believe in the Most High. You heard me? So we he demands me to get out of the car. I get out of the car, and he makes me sit in the front with him. I guess he thought I was a gangbanger or something. I'm like, I don't care. I sit in the front, and I got a smirk. And he's like, why you got that smirk on your face? Keep in mind, I'm already looking at him because I need to know exactly who I'm looking at. Because me, I'll take it as far as I need to take it. What I mean is legal action. I don't mean I'm going to do nothing to the dude, nothing like that, right? So, anyways, like, I get in the front. And when I get in the front and I sit next to him and he asks me about the smirk on my face, I said, man, there's a Bible on my dash. I know I ain't did nothing. What you pulled me over for? Wasn't speeding. Tag legit. I'm good. What's up? He said, you got your brights on. You could have blinded me. I said, sir. I said, unless you're going to go on this street and pull all of these people over on this dark street, because they all got their brights on. He was like, well, what are you guys getting into tonight? I was like, that's my business, sir. Now, I remember him having this 1970 porno thick original officer mustache. You know what I'm talking about? Remember that mustache, right? So he said, whatever. He let me go. Talking about next time I give you a ticket, turn them brights off. I said, okay, whatever. And he was like, you know, and lose your attitude. You know, that won't get you far here in Oklahoma. Because he could see from my ID that I was from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I get back in. My friend's like, what do you say? I was like, nothing, don't worry about it. So we getting ready to go to the store. Another cop pulls us over, bro. Talking about I look like I fit the description of somebody. I was like, I ain't from here, so I can't be fitting those descriptions. And I got cats that could validate everything that happened. So I'm like, whatever, man. You know, they let me go though. They just drive off. I'm like, that's two. That's two in less than, say, 15 minutes. So what I do is, I'm like, you know what? I ain't feeling it. I'm gonna take you home, bro. I'm gonna take y'all home. So we go. I take them home. We on the porch talking to their mom about what happened. Like, I'm like, yeah, man, you know, they pulled me over for no reason and all of that. And next thing you know, tell me why officers pull up and get behind my vehicle and they got flashlights and all of that. So the mom walked down the stairs with me and she was like, he just told me that this is the third time the officers done came. Like, what's going on? They talking about this car fit the description of somebody we looking for burglary. I was like, I just bought the car literally 2 weeks ago. I just didn't change, you know, my IDs and all of that. But I just bought this car. So anyways, they like, you mind if we search you? Because you know they got to have permission. And I was like, sure, go ahead and search my car. I know it's an impede. I know they was impeding on my rights. I know that they was taking my rights away. But I just wanted to show them that I had nothing to hide. Go ahead. And once again, I'm still smiling or whatever. And she was like, is there anything that we need to be aware of? I said, besides the rocket launcher and the pipe bombs or whatever. And then she get ready to put her hand on the gun. She was like, this is not funny. I was like, whatever, man. I was like, I was just playing. And she was like, why are y'all harassing them? You know, getting on their case. So anyway, they was like, well, just drive safe. I'm like, all right. So I tell them, look, I'm going to go ahead and go home. My girl supposed to meet me at the crib. I start driving. I'm on this back way by this drive-thru, and oddly, clubs going on and everything. This whole strip is empty. I'm driving by myself. I'm in this little black car. I pull past like KFC, and then I get to this red light. I'm listening to Tupac. Anybody know about Tupac? His songs are at least 4 or 5 minutes because once he get finished doing his song, a beat just playing and he talking. I get through 2 of these songs before this light changed, and it's still red, and I'm just sitting here at this red light like, dang, man, it's crazy. Pitch black outside. Next thing you know, this is where it gets crazy. A white van pull up. I'm talking the rapey van. It looked like an ice cream truck with no decals on there, just straight white. Pull up on me, and I already got my feet on the pedal, and I'm watching them. Next thing you know, a light come on real quick, the door slide open, bunch of white men with tattoos and chains jump out, with stockings on their face, but it don't cover under their mouth. Tell me why the dude that was running for my door, he had that mustache on his face, that thick mustache that I remember that officer having. Ironic. Not saying it's the same dude, but ironic. So what I do is, I run. I skirt. They missed me. Before they could even get back in their van, I done ran like 2 lights. Hit a corner, got to the crib, my girl there. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm like, man, we gotta call the police. Like, these fools try to pull me out of my car. Bunch of white men with tattoos, skinheads, masks on. Tell me why the cops take a long time to get there. They take about 20 minutes. They get there, and we come out to talk to him, and he asking me questions like I'm a criminal and all that. I said, I'm the one that called you, sir. And guess what? The officer get out of the car. When I first looked at the officer, I realized he had the same mustache. Like he had to change clothes or something. And I mean, this cat up here looking like Officer Doofy. Like, I mean, just slow as hell. Like it's not registering. But what I think is he knew exactly what was going on. So yeah, I told him, I was like, man, for real, the next black guy might not be lucky. But it seemed like y'all ain't gonna do nothing. And he was like, well, technically we can't do nothing. All you gave us, I said I gave you vivid detail. You see a rapey van running around with a bunch of white men with tattoos? I think that fits the description, clearly. But I told them this, I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I know y'all not gonna do nothing, if that ever happened to me, don't be surprised if y'all don't hear that somebody done got into a full-fledged showdown. Because I would never let that happen to me again. But yeah, TuReal King, story time, man.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.